Hi, I just wanted to make a short tutorial for everybody to show you how I'm making the round bracelets that we can find on MyIntent. So when I'm making the bracelets, I use the MyIntent cord. I find that it gives really good results as far as consistency and tight knots and such. You're welcome to use other cords, but you might have different results as you're doing it. I will start by cutting my cord to a length of 2.5 feet. And then when I'm starting to make the knot, I start it in the way that we would start making our classic bracelet, our traditional one. I bring my loop up through the center of the token, and then I thread the ends down through the loop. And then I'm just going to tighten that right up there against the edge of the token as tight as I can. So I'm going to start that way. Now, when I go to make this knot, this is what's called a snake knot. So I'm going to start with the left cord here. I'm going to wrap the left cord over the right cord, and I'm going to make a loop that comes around behind everything here, and then it kind of hangs over here. After I get that loop there, I'm going to take the right cord. It's going to come behind that left cord that we just brought around there. And then I'm going to take the end and place it right through the loop that I just made. When I'm doing the first knot here, it's always the trickiest. You really got to work to make sure that you press it up tight against your initial loop there. So I usually have to use both my hands to get that up there nice and tight. And then we just go and we repeat. So we'll do the same thing. We take the left hand side here. I'm going to place it over the right cord, make my loop nice and big. And then I'm going to take the right one underneath all of this. And I'm going to take that end right there through that loop. And then I'm just going to tighten it here. Now, my daughter sometimes likes to make these with me, and when she makes them, she likes to clip the token to her clipboard there. Some people will tape them to a clipboard or something like that, just to keep it steady while you're making the loops. I like to hold it loose myself, and so that's what I do. And the key here is just making sure that with every knot, you're pressing it nice and tight. What I find is that about 20 knots makes a really good length to make those bracelets. And when you get to the end, if you're making them tight along the way, you don't need to tie them off or burn them off at all. They'll just stay in that position. And then you can make your slip knot over both sides to create your adjustable bracelet. One other option that I'll show you guys is using 2 different colors here in order to make this nice twirl effect. And you can do this in the very same manner that we just did the other one. I've started this one here. You just take 2 cords, loop them through at the same time, and then it's going to be the same technique, except you're just going to be making those knots around these center 2 cords. So you're going to keep these center 2 cords right here out of the way, and then I'll take my left cord, which in this case is my black one. I'm going to loop it around over top of everything, make that loop, bring it behind everything, just as I did before. And then this one, my right one, the red one here, is going to come up behind all of those, wrap all the way around, and then just as I did with the other, I'm going to place it right through that loop that I made. And then you're just going to tighten those up. And then you'll do the same thing all the way down. Now, if you're using 2 colors to make this, when you get to the bottom, when you finish your loops, you will want to cut and burn the ends off so that you just use your center 2 loops to tie off and then put your slip knot on. So hopefully that helps everyone. Enjoy crafting.